Hello there. Today I'm at the Pinot Noir New Zealand conference in Christchurch and I'm tasting a wine from Villa Maria. This is Taylor's Pass 2019 Pinot Noir. So this is a single vineyard wine from Villa Maria. So this sits above their white label, the gold label, the black label. And sort of above this I believe they've got 4 icon wines as well. So one of their higher quality wines and a mature wine from the 2019 vintage as well. So I'm really interested to try this. I believe I'm right in saying Taylor's Pass is on the north bank of the Auckland River. So we're in the southern portion of Marlborough. So an area with a relatively cool climate and a combination of gravel and silty soils. So let's see what we think of the wine, shall we? First of all, a relatively dark ruby colour, but not particularly deep. At best it has a medium depth. I can see through it quite easily. Probably reflecting its rather cool climate origins, the wine only has 12.5% alcohol. And while I'm swirling it here, it does eventually form some tears on the side of the glass, but it doesn't appear to be a particularly heavy or viscous wine. So let's see what we think of the aroma, shall we? The aromas have a fresh, lifted red fruit note, but then also you're starting to see some development, some ripe plum through almost to a sort of a cooked prune sort of note. And really more towards the end of the aromas, there's a sort of a rich, concentrated, dried fruit, sort of dried cranberry almost through to a raisin sort of note. The aromas are complex and intense, but they have this lovely, lifted, fresh perfume nature as well. So let's have a taste. The most obvious thing on the palate is a freshness, a real crispness coming through from the acidity, making the red fruit sort of cranberry in nature. It's adding a little bit of crunchiness. It's almost a slight edge of leafiness. There's a nervosity of fruit that's been picked in the early parts of its ripeness. It's relatively light-bodied. And there's a wonderful mouth-watering nature to the wine. The fruit gives way to some slightly toasty notes coming from the oak, and while there are hints of sort of truffle development, it's giving way more to cedary hints. There are some of those sort of developed plum and prune notes in the finish, but actually that lovely, fresh, crisp acidity is coming through and giving some nice length to the wine. Now this is a wine that's coming up to 6 years of age. I think it's drinking really nicely now. It probably is a wine that could be kept for 2 or 3 years longer. It's probably not going to decline rapidly, but at the same time, given the fact that its lively perfumes are its main attributes, I think it's a wine that's probably at its optimum drinking now. This is an older wine, so that you can see if it's available in your market and if so at what price. I'll leave a link in the notes below to the Wine Search web page for this wine and this vintage of that. If you've enjoyed the video, do please press the like button, that would be fantastic. If you have any comments you'd like to add, please pop those in the comments box below. We'd genuinely be interested to get your feedback on the wines, the tastings or anything else that relates to that. If you have friends you think might like to watch the video, do please feel free to pass it on. That would be a fantastic endorsement from you. If you'd like to watch more of these videos, do feel free to subscribe to our channel, and that way you can actually sign up for an alert and be notified every time we publish a new video. Thank you so much for watching the tasting. I'll be at the Pinot 2025 conference for another couple of days, so do tune in and I'm sure we'll have more tastings to show you. Thanks again for joining us. Bye for now.